question is, do I want to play the ooze or do I want to draw a card? And I think I want to draw a card, and the main reason is because it's so likely he's going to play one of those weapons sooner or later. And saving the ooze for that seems pretty good. And I definitely don't need the ooze to be in the commanding position. It's another noble sacrifice, probably, would be my guess. It's a pretty decent draw. Alright, I'm going to try to... Oh, not a noble sacrifice. So maybe it's not redemption, so I guess it's the one that does something to my guy when it comes into play. Makes him harm. Yeah, that does nothing against my play. I'm going to draw a card. I know I'm going really low, but you have to go low sometimes. Alright, so I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to make it bigger, and the reason for that is just in case he does draw Consecrate. I mean, he has to have Consecrate in his deck, I would think. And if he does, he's already going to kill 3 of my guys, so let's not make it 4, right?
Reporting for duty.
Do you need a blessing?
Okay. It's just funny every time I draw these cards. So I'm going to keep tapping, see what I get here. More. It's like I got all these Murlocs in my deck, but I don't have any way to do with them. So
push forward.
Kill this. I'm gonna go ahead and Mortal Coil to draw the card. Oh, that's a great draw. So let's see. I already attacked with that one. I'm gonna go ahead and pump these two.
I'll give it a shot.
So I mean, I don't see any reason to play any more guys. Like, Consecrate hurts me really bad already. There's no reason to just... I mean, I'm already just way ahead. So what I'll do on this point is I'll trade away his guys. You know, if I'm running low on guys, I'll play another guy. But I have no reason to really do much else than that until he Consecrates. And then once he Consecrates, the turn after he Consecrates, I'll just play a bunch more guys. So... Chillin' Yeti. Pretty good. And oh, another Defender. So this is why I think Defender is so good. It's just such an amazing offensive and defensive card. Okay, so what's the best way for me to kill it? I can kill that, or, you know, attack that and kill that. I want to kill his Yeti. He's at 19. I can't kill him this turn, so I want to control the board for sure.
I wonder.
And then I can... Do I really want a Defender again, though? I could also just run my 2/3 into it and kill that. I think that's better. I'm wasting an extra point of damage, but that way I don't have to use my Defender this turn. I'd rather not use my Defender this turn. Just... I don't really need it. I'd rather just, like, play some random Murlocs. I'm still going to draw a card. So he's dead next turn anyway. I don't see any reason to play anything else than I have here. Let's see. What about if he Consecrates? If he Consecrates next turn, I have 12 damage.
Almost out of time.
I mean, I'm not sure this really changes things. I mean, I guess I'll just say go. I mean, there's certainly possibilities of me losing this game. I would...
Reporting for duty.
Oh, I forgot to attack with the bear once. Well, that sucks. That means I probably was a turn behind in lethal, too. So I have death, right? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't even need to play the Defender, so...
I'll give it a shot.
Oh, I'm so happy I got another gold Mortal Coil. Oh, look at this. I have 2 Warlock quests, too. Alright, so this is very important. Like, whenever you get a gold card, you have to put it in immediately, right? I mean, that's a rule, I think. That's not it. This one. Although maybe I should put it in all of them, but... Okay, so that was a pretty slow game. I made at least one mistake where I forgot to attack with a grizzly bear, but and obviously it was versus level 25 guys, so I mean that should be pretty easy. I'm not sure how well I would do versus actual, you know, rank say 4 or 5 players with this deck. My guess is not great, but probably could still win some games, I bet. I think the biggest weakness of this deck is actually the 1-drops. The 2-drops are okay. So if I were going to try to, like, okay, I got my 2 defenders, and that's the first big thing I wanted. The next way of improving the deck would be to try to probably get, like, the Abusive Sergeants and the Argent Squires and the Flame Imps. All those cards are really good. So I might just keep this draw. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have something to play every turn. I see no reason to mess with a good thing. That is one thing. Mulliganing is a very, very hard skill to learn in this game, and it's something I failed at early, which is why I feel like I know what to do. A little bit better. I still could improve at it, but one thing you don't want to risk is ruining something that is decent, right? Like, so this hand was already pretty decent. Why mess it up, you know? Like, I know I can play something the first 4 turns of the game, and that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and play 2 guys. Assuming he has War Axe or something, I'll still have some guys out there, and then I still have, you know, a play next turn, so it seems okay. I like to see that because that means I'm going to get a nice trade. One thing about this game is you always want to trade up if you can for the most part. Even if you're playing one of those really aggressive like Hunter decks, oftentimes it's correct to take a trade like this because, I mean, I'm trading 1 mana for 2, I'm trading 2 power for 3, which is really good in general. I mean, I just developed my board. I effectively got rid of his guy and upgraded what I had. That thing is fairly hard to deal with for me. The question is do I want to bother dealing with it? And the answer is I think maybe not. So I can make this a 2/4 and hit him for 5, and then he'll have to use 2 cards to kill this on the way back. I think that's the way to go.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I guess this is one of the harder things about Hearthstone is figuring out like when it's better to trade, when it's better to attack. I mean, I would consider this deck to be more of a board control deck where I want to control the board. But I am also ahead, and so when I'm ahead, I can do more things like this where, yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm happy with that, and now I can easily kill this guy whenever I want to. Oh, that hurts, though. Okay. The cleave was a bit rough. You never know what to expect out of these low-level decks. I mean, like, this guy's putting a hurt on me, though. Okay, this is not a spot where I want to draw a double Reckless Rocketeer. So I need to kill this thing. I don't want him charging me anymore. The question is, do I want to Defender this or not? I really prefer to Defender 2 cards rather than 1, so I think I'm going to Life Tap instead. This is actually okay just because it gives me a more likelihood of a chance of being able to Defender 2 targets next turn, potentially. And also, it's just like, he has this 3/1, it's incentivizing him to trade because otherwise this 1/1's just going to kill it. So, it's my 23 life total is thanking me for playing that, basically. He still has a pretty strong board here. So I have several options. Harvest Golem's kind of hard to deal with. So I could Defender these 2, and then I can kill his pirate and have a 2/2 taunt.
I wonder.
Obviously we just hit him for 2, and then he has Harvest Golem, and I have this and this, and probably play this. So then I'm staring down a Harvest Golem with a 2/2 taunt, a 3/2, and a 2/3. Don't love that, because then like he gets to get a 3-for-1 with a Harvest Golem instead of a 2-for-1. Alternate would be to play this, to pump this, and attack that. And then I have 3 more mana. It's not really using my mana very well. I could tap I'm at 21. I could tap. Thing is, I don't know. I feel like I want to use all my mana, and I'm getting farther and farther behind. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it like this, I guess. I'm going to put this on this side just because if I draw another defender out, I may want to defender those two, since they don't have time.
Try this.
Oh boy. This is going to be a rough game, I think. Okay. Well, that's a good draw, I guess. The ooze. So I definitely want to play the ooze to kill the weapon. And I'm probably going to want to pump this thing up.
We must cleanse the
The main reason I'm pumping this is because it's enabling me to 2-for-1 with it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this, and since he's going to have a harvest column no matter what, I feel it's better to hit him this time. And that's a nice draw, because now when his harvest column does die, which he's highly incentivized to trade his harvest column here. I mean, I'm starting to get a whole bunch of creatures on the board, and I'm at 17, but he's at 23, and I can really start laying the hurt on him if he doesn't do something. Oh, that's a big one. Wow. Golden Karen. Okay, so I'm going to Mortal Coil this and see what I get. The Goldshire Footman. This is actually a great draw here, because if he doesn't have something else, he's going to have to run his Karen into it. So I think it's time for me to just go for the dome at this point, right? I mean, I see no reason to ever attack this Karn. And then I'll play my Big Daddy Goldshire Footman here. I think this is hilarious. It's going to be he has to attack it with Karen. It's so funny. I mean, I don't know. He could have anything in his deck at this point, so I won't say I'm going to win, but feeling pretty confident at least. Okay. That's looking good for me. Yeah, see? So Anna, and with extra to spare, basically. So whenever I play these games, I generally will not play extra cards that I don't need. I know you play those guys, and they they got to show you whatever they had in their hand. There's no need for that. I mean, we all win some games, we all lose some games. I mean, I'm sure that guy could have easily beat me in certain situations. There's no, like, I don't need to be proud of winning. I just take my win and be humble about it. It just seems absurd to do that. I'm gonna at least finish my quest with this because I'm kind of having fun. I have a feeling I'll start losing a little more games here at some point, but so far I'm 2-0. I think the funniest part about that game was the Goldshire Footman being, he plays Karen, he's got his golden legendary, and it's like, oh, Goldshire Footman, what do you have to say about that, buddy?
Gul'dan versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one. Your soul shall be mine.
Okay. He's playing a Druid, which is going to be a really hard match for me. Druid Hero Power kills all these junky guys I'm playing, which this is a reason for a lot of the creatures I normally play in an actual deck. Argent Squire doesn't die to a Druid Hero Power, and Voidwalker doesn't die to a Hero Power, and Flame Imp doesn't die to a Hero Power. Mortal Coil is always good, but I think it's better for me to try to find, I don't know, Voidwalker would be the greatest thing in the world, but yeah, I'm not liking my draw, but you never know, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to play this. I mean, I know he can coin Hero Power, but I'm hoping he coins, actually. I want him to waste his coin killing this. I feel like since I'm going to draw a bunch of extra cards, and since I have like all these kind of crappy cards in my deck,
Wanna blow